not quite the revenge we were looking for. What's annoying, and I'll tell you this video is going to be a little bit of a rant. I don't really have a structure here. There's a few things I want to talk about. One is the match. Another one is just the current sort of state and feeling around Liverpool at the minute. And I want to talk about our title race as well. I don't like these bad halves. I don't like conceding. I don't like it looking so easy to concede against us at the minute. The goals we're conceding are just so, you know what I mean? Like where it looked like up until Christmas, it was like good luck scoring against us. The slot special after slot special, clean sheet after clean sheet. And now, do you know what it is? It's, I think that aura of kind of invincibility that we were cultivating, I don't think is there. And it's not even that I don't think we're still going to win the league. I do. But it's like we're playing now how we probably should have started playing at the start of the season. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, we're not quite sure. Oh, okay, we have to fix that. Oh, okay, there's a hole there. Okay, you know, we started off with all the good stuff. And now I think this is kind of how I expected us to start under Slot. Do you know what I mean? But it's very much like the honeymoon period. And it's such a cliche. But it is literally like the honeymoon part is over. Because it's just like a relationship or a marriage. It's like we spent the first few months of the Arne Slot relationship just being like, this is brilliant. We're so in love. And now it's like, okay, we've come back from Barbados and it's raining and it's cold.
Many months later.
It's like, are you gonna take out that fucking rubbish? Don't you talk to me like that. Sign that fucking contract. You're not good enough. Bottling it. What does Richard Hughes actually fucking do? Get him out of the club, you know. You know. And you know what? Like it's kind of a weird title race because it's been so easy. And what I mean is like we've made it look easier than it probably actually is. Like winning a league is very, very hard. But it's really just like the reality is kind of setting in now. A real genuine title race with wins, draws, losses. It's not easy. But you know what's really bugging me? And it's my own fault. It's my own fault for being online so much. Do you know what my biggest problem is? Is that it just doesn't feel fun at the minute. The discourse, just I just don't like it. I don't like the discourse around FSG. I don't like the discourse around Richard Hughes, sign a player. It's just exploded. Like the trend to Madrid thing hanging over here. Salah playing mind games with the club over here with cryptic messages and stuff. And it's just like, we're top. But all the stuff surrounding it, I'm just like, I need to get off. It's like, it seems like every week we have a game. That's great. Midweek, what are we going to talk about? Let's talk about how shit this player is, or how shit this owner is, or how shit our transfer policy is, or like Nunes, we turned down an offer for 70 million for Nunes. Of course we did. It's January. We're not giving him up in January when we're not going to be able to sign anyone else decent because they're not going to let them go mid-January. Any club that's worth their salt is not going to let their number 9 go in January, especially, let alone a team trying to win the league. But the whole thing, and everyone, it's like everyone's part of this business where it's like, we need to plan for the future. Is he going to be good enough? And the contract is here, and he's got a release clause. What do you mean you're not accepting that offer? And it's just, it's like on fucking Wall Street. I just want to sit and watch the football. And I sound like such an old timer. Like, my granddad is 85 years old and he just likes to sit and watch the team just like he did in 1965. That'd be great. I'd love to watch football. I'd love to watch a Liverpool match with some old fellas. That's old fellas. It's like we're all in on this business. And it's like, I just can't pretend to give a shit too much about transfers. Do you know what I mean? I want us to sign good players. Look at our midfield last year and look at us now. The difference good players make, 100%. My big issue at the minute is that it just doesn't feel fun. It just doesn't feel fun at the minute. I feel like we're, you know, when you have something to lose, when we have a gap, then everything is like, oh, now it's only this many points. And it's like, oh, they're going to catch up now. And if we do, you know, and it's... So when you got that and you have player contract situations playing out and There's obviously something that's unresolved in the club because they haven't signed yet. So they're at odds somewhere. Salah keeps saying, oh, laughy, jokey. Like, no, we're actually miles away from a deal. And we're like, the reason I say that is because I still think we're winning the league. And I think we'll win the league pretty comfortably. If we can just stop conceding silly goals, that would be great. Anyway, a few things from the game yesterday. Look, I'll start off by saying it's a bit of a different review today. I don't have crude drawings. A bit of bad news yesterday in that my cat died, and I'd rather just talk. You know what I mean? If you'll excuse me just on this occasion that I don't have a crude drawing, I just couldn't really be funny. But I want to talk a little bit about the match. A few things to note that frustrated me and pleased me during the game. Do you know what? Their goal, Trent. I don't want to put a pile on you, mate. It was great to see you back, and I mean literally back in defence and not caught further up the pitch. But I thought that he could have found Chris Wood a bit quicker. He was kind of like, yeah, I'm here. And then I'm like, oh great, you get him though. Great. Am I crazy? Or was Alisson a bit slow there? Is that crazy? I seen a stat. Alisson has faced 15 shots and conceded 9 in his last 15 shots or whatever it is. He looked a little slow to get down to that one. I kind of thought Alisson had that. Is it a coincidence that we got a lot of clean sheets with Big Keeve? Am I mental to even be thinking this? And then, oh, what a frustrating half. That Diaz pass to Gakpo, where it's just Diaz. They had one defender and Gakpo running. Diaz telegraphed the shit out of that pass. Like, I'm going to pass here. I'm going to pass here, guys. Guys, I'm going to pass. Oh, how did you know? So I was pulling my hair out at that. Do you know what I find as well? Like, when they had a great chance when Robbo was kind of running back and just fell. And every time I see Robbo do something bad now, I'm like, And not even for me, I'm just like, this is going to add more fuel to the dumpster fire on social media. But on a more positive note, what a fucking goal we scored. Has that ever happened before, where a manager has brought on 2 players and with both of their first touches contribute to a goal? Can we get Simicast on every corner, please? Because I'm actually a little bit sick of not even thinking of corners as a chance for us. Do you know what? I ironically, like, they're great crosses of the ball, but with Trent and Robbo taking corners, I feel like we absolutely never clear the first man. If anything, I'm more confident when we concede a corner that we'll score versus when we actually get a corner. Because when we concede a corner, I'm like, all right, they're all up here. We can fucking have them if we just get the ball and we can turn it over, fire it up to Mo or fire it up to Diaz. But when we have a corner, I'm just feeling like, and honestly, every time I say it, I should really stop saying it because I think I'm jinxing it, where I'm like, clear the first man. Clear the first man. No. But what a fucking goal. Jota, honestly, I mean, the difference he made when he came on. I would think at the minute, it's a weird one because Diaz is having such a great season, but I think I'd still play Jota through the middle. You could see the difference with a striker's brain in the mix. Do you know what I mean? And I think Nunez was actually really missed. I thought that was actually that would have been quite a good game for him. But a few people, Szoboszlai looked fucking up for it. I was really impressed with him. He was just in it. He was feeling it. He was frustrated. He was, passionate. He was running. There was a great moment where he was just chasing down a nothing ball and just slid in for a throw in to block Forrest clearing it. And you know what? I'll be honest. I know I'm all over the place here. I actually really like Forest. I like the club. I like their crest. I like their stadium. I like that their fans were fucking on us and that I don't like it, but damn it, do I respect it. That they're on every mistake that we make, every mishit pass, every wild shot that we were taking. I was like, you know what? This is a fucking good club. Gravenberch filling in at centre-back, I thought he was fucking fantastic. There was a few times where he made some crucial interception or won it back where otherwise it would have been 1-on-1 or something like that. I was like, fucking Gravenberch, man. So good. And I'll be honest, Salah didn't have a great game. Is it possible to consider subbing off Salah if he's not having a great game? Or is that just set in stone? Because I would have loved to have seen Chiesa come on at 75 minutes. It's okay just to admit you didn't. You're not having a great game, Mo. I know you'll absolutely flip your lid if we sub you, but sometimes it's for the better of the team. If you're just having a bit of an off game, you had a rest midweek, but don't worry about that. I'm honestly just a bit frustrated, and I don't know if this is partly me dealing with the loss of my beloved cat, or if it's actually to do with Liverpool at all. Am I just annoyed because of the situation? I don't know. But this was a bit of a stream of consciousness episode today. It's felt easy up until this point, and now we're hit with a bit of a, not even rocky, because we've lost 2 games all year, but it just doesn't feel like we're enjoying it as much as we should, and that's kind of annoying, because if we can't enjoy it when we're first, when can we enjoy it? The whole thing of transfers and business and dealings and contracts and extensions and buyout clauses and all this sort of stuff, like, ugh, just fucking have it, like, just let me watch the match. I'm still very much confident that we're going to win the league. I just don't think it's going to be easy. I think we'll have some draws, we'll drop some points, and other teams will too. Like, look at everyone. Everyone's dropping points. Chelsea dropped 2 more points. City dropped 2 more points yesterday. Arsenal are playing later. The honeymoon's over, and now it's time for the hard graft of marriage. But I mean, 6 points clear at the top of the league with a game in hand, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know about you, but I'm getting off Twitter for a while, and I'm going to just not try and be influenced and annoyed, and I'm just going to enjoy the football. If we could start playing enjoyable football, that'd be great as well. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'm sorry if today's video is a bit of a downer, but I'm still processing a lot of things. The one thing that remains is that Liverpool are top of all of our leagues, and there's a fucking league title to be won. So let's have it. Thank you so much for watching, and up the fucking Reds.